Alright, welcome back. Trying to figure out how to do firewood more and on videos to show you all. I think I have a lot to share, good stories, and how I operate and how I help my local community possible. So behind me, so I about 3 years ago built a professional relationship with a wood carver, a guy that takes cedar and makes like statues out of like fish and like Bigfoot, etc. Sells them at the local like, state fairs or to people locally, etc. And he has a bunch of scrap from like sawdust to small pieces to like these blocks that he will get milled down so he can make his figurines and statues and such. And he need a place to dump it so he can use his trailer to get more wood, etc. So whenever he has a load, he calls me and he comes out and dumps it. It's free to me. It helps him out, and I'm consistent. So he has 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 been giving me firewood for like 3 years now. Um, and this is, I guess, the start of how I got started in terms of getting wood. I think I found him on Craigslist, which I'll get into later in terms of how I get my wood. But anyway, real quick before I lose daylight, I only have a few hours. I want to get this cut up into 16th inch lengths, and then I'm going to ferry it down the hill to where the splitter is and where I'm going to stack it. So this is cedar, yeah. I didn't really need cedar, but it's free, and I'll take what I can get. Um, and then the guy's gonna come back, I believe, this weekend to drop off this a little bit more, like this. So I need this space available in my driveway. So hopefully I can bust this out real quick, and then we will. Yeah. So I got my gear here. So hopefully you can go for the ride with me and to cut it up, and yeah. I got these for Christmas. Should have bought them earlier. Um, one more thing to think about and buy, but it's worth it. Um, Still need to get better boots, but it's on the list. So I'm thinking about taking the small pieces that don't need to be cut, ferry them down, and when I get enough of these big pieces, measure, cut, so I work my way forward, and that should work out. I'm gonna try. My helmet has ear protection, but I'm gonna try to use earpieces and then the helmet, earmuffs to protect my hearing. My hearing is definitely getting worse, and the chainsaw and the wood splitter is not helping. So I'm gonna try to do this, see how that works out. So I see pictures of the ad now. I bought a riding lawnmower, older one, like Sears, like old school one, no deck, with a trailer with the dumped for $100. The the two of them total with a bad carburetor. I figured I would, when I get firewood delivered, usually it's up in the hill and everything. The splitter and the woodshed or piles, stacks, down the hill in the backyard. And it's easier for the people who deliver the rounds or the pieces not have to ferry their way down the hill to back up and dump, and then it's wet down there too with the grass, and I don't want them to tear up my lawn. Anyway, so I figured I would have the trailer and the small lawnmower or the tractor lawnmower to ferry this wood. Well, this is and I will do that. I got it working for the most part with the but this is cedar, so it's super light. I don't need to, like, I bought that for like when like I got big rounds of like maple or fir or pine that I hard to move around or having to ferry it with like a wheelbarrow or like a hand truck. It's super heavy, so I having to find that happy medium of beating myself up and spending the money on equipment. Which, I mean, $100 is, that's like half of what I sell in like bulk cages, which is fine. So that's like paid for almost. And then the carburetor was like $25. Anyway, this is why I'm using the wheelbarrow. It would take the same amount of time back and forth. That and this grade of um, this hill here is pretty steep, and I'm so I'm afraid that the the tractor, a lawnmower, would not come up it, and I could go around, but I can move cars, whatever. It's easier, faster just to use a wheelbarrow for now. So that's just a side note why I'm using the wheelbarrow and not any other equipment or even my truck, for that matter. All right, so I went back on my idea of using the riding lawnmower and the trailer that I got. Long story short, I got the my riding lawnmower started up the hill, and then it started smoking. I melted some of the wires. Won't start again. Anyway, I'm borrowing my dad's riding lawnmower and using my trailer to beat that up for the firewood. I think it's gonna be faster. I'll just make a loop around my house because even this one, it will probably spin out in this gravel. So, plan is to utilize the trailer and then ferry it. So, here we go. too much because it's my dad's tractor, and I don't mess up the transmission on it. This is a hydrostatic one too, so not having to shift it into 1, 2, 3, 4 like these old Sears one. So we'll see how this goes. Oh yeah, that was awesome. So hope that can work. I'll just keep doing that, and yeah, rock and roll. I love how the SD card, the newer SD cards, outlast the battery in these things. Anyway, yeah, so this is going well. I'm running out of time for today, unfortunately. Trying to get things stuff done. The question is now, what would you do with all these small scrap pieces that you see? And I could ferry them down, put them in a pile, or put them in a garbage can. I need to put them some sort of in like a bin so they will dry out. I could put it in an IBC tow cage, but then and I currently have 3. But if I need that cage for something else, then it's full of the small pieces of cedar. So I'm torn what to do with it. So, but let's load the trailer for a bit, and then I'll think about it. skid plate. Mine. I'm gonna try to sit here so you really can't see it, but it's this piece of one by here. So when you have it up, you can pull forward, and that will not damage the ground in theory. And you can pull forward. The hitch is so low that it didn't really work that well, but it's awesome that it dumps. So I'm gonna keep on with small pieces, I guess, for a bit. Alright, YouTube, let's take you for a long ride. I'm gonna show you this real quick though. Luckily the worker saw this, but this has to be from a fence coupling that was on a tree, and see it okay? How do you see that? Like a fence coupling for like a chain link fence in the tree. Luckily the woodcarver saw that before carving into it, but that's gnarly. Luckily it won't have to, that's width enough that I can just split that, but that's crazy. And I want to show you my trailer hitch. I'm using a pair of old wire cutters just to connect it. This seems to work out great. Just great. Just great. One thing that's a bummer, the guy comes to dump the cedar, is where I put this tarp. I have a bigger one, but it's holding up, or it's covering up some maple. I need to change up my tarp, so I bought some new one. I bought the vinyl billboard, or billboard vinyl, whatever, tarps, like reused tarps online. That'll be another video. I bought 2 big ones and a small one for the trailer. I want to try them out. That's going to be another video for us, so stay tuned on that one. But what I was getting at is, depending on where he's dumping and how much is in the trailer, etc., then I get all this debris on my driveway, which is a bummer. So, and I have holes in this tarp too, because I used this tarp when I had a maple fall down, and that helped with the cleanup. And the branches dug holes in the ground and through the tarp. Anyway, so it's a bummer that I have all this debris, but hopefully I can just rake it up and not able to get in too many rocks. case you're wondering where the old the running lawnmower is, I rolled it down the hill, motor not running, no brakes, to the garage, or right in front of the garage. So it's out of my way. Pretty fun ride though. That was fun. Back to it. Alright, let's try to dump the tarp. A jet above us. Welcome to Seattle. Home of Boeing. Jeez, what a mess. Alright, so that concludes the working part of the video today. Piled here, all the scrap pieces, small pieces that are not like blocks. I can split. There's some smaller in here. One side, so I think I'm gonna put the cedar, this stuff, the cedar, in that stall, and then stack the blocks after I split them, and then put the smaller stuff in front, so they can season. The stuff behind the cedar here, that's fir. That's the 2 years old rounds some of it maybe a little punky, but I need to split that up starting soon. Put that here. Before that, all those cookies didn't get dried out because they got wet, so those are gonna go in the last stall. This wish area is a mess. I need to fix that. Jesus. Okay, so I'm gonna sign off for now. Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, go ahead and thumbs up and subscribe. Hopefully, I'll be making more videos soon, or more so on firewood. I got a lot of ideas for new new videos. So thanks for watching.